Anytime you visit the hospital and then your doctor gave you some particular date, so date, this is when you should be intimate with your partner. What your doctor is trying to do is actually looking for your ovulation date, the most fertile days for you to be intimate with your partner, so that it is easy for you to conceive during these days. In this video, I want to teach you how to actually know these days for you, like know these days by yourself, so that you can at any time get pregnant. When you learn how to know these days for yourself, it is going to be very easy for you to conceive, and then you're going to understand the technique in knowing the best days for you to be fertile. Hello lovers, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and this is the first time I've seen my beautiful face. My name is Love Joan, and I make videos on everything that will build you up. So if this is something that you are interested in, make sure you click the subscribe button, becoming a part of the Lovers family. Personally, for me, I would love for you to be a part of the family, so please click the subscribe button and become a Lovers family, just like that, as easy as ABC. One thing you need to know is that pregnancy is intentionality. You have to be intentional about being pregnant, especially if you have been trying for long and it seems like I'm not getting pregnant or something like that. Don't worry, this video is for you. At the end of this video, you will know why you are not pregnant or why you are not getting pregnant. Sometimes it has nothing to do with you. You don't have health issues, especially if you have even confirmed that you do not have health issues. Most of the time it's just that you're not getting the right days that you are supposed to be intimate with your partner so that you can get pregnant. First thing you need to understand is that every month you have about 5 to 6 days chances of being pregnant. Yes, so don't just think that okay, this month I can get pregnant. You think you have a lot of chances for you to get pregnant. No, you don't. No, girl, you don't. You have about 5 to 6 days every month to get pregnant, and this 5 to 6 days, if you really look at it very well, the real fertile days is more like 2 to 3 days every month. But the thing about it is that when you understand how to actually look at your fertile days, then you know how to be intentional about being pregnant. And this is where ovulation comes into the play. Ovulation is actually the reason why you can get pregnant. If you do not have issues, you have confirmed that you don't have any issues and you have a womb. Because girl, we are not talking about miracle at the moment. Once you have ticked the fact that you still have a womb, ovulation is the key thing to getting pregnant, because every single month a woman is opportuned with one ovulation time. First, you need to understand that the reason why you can get pregnant is you have an egg and then you have a sperm that is coming together. And so now every month you have the opportunity of releasing one egg, except in cases of twin and all of those things, which we are not talking about in this video. But on a general terms, you have the opportunity to release just one egg, and that is what ovulation is all about. Now, what happens when you release egg and then there is no sperm to actually mate it? This is why it is important for you to know your ovulating days, and this is what the doctor tries to give to you in the hospital. Like, okay, this is when you're ovulating, this is when you should be intimate with your partner so that you do not miss the chances of the sperm meeting the egg. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. Don't worry, if you do not understand, all you have to do is just replay the video, rewind it, take it back a little, and then rewatch it. I promise you understand. Because that's my reason I'm trying as much as possible not to bring in the medical terms and all of these things, and I'm just trying to say it in layman language so that we all can understand better. The regular menstrual cycles is actually like from 28 to 35 days. Some people have lesser days and some people have longer days than these days. But the thing is, if you're not a teenager, your menstruation most times is going to be regular. Or if you're not approaching the menopause stage, your menstruation is actually supposed to be regular, except of course for health issues. But if you're able to actually deduct the number of days of your monthly cycle, that is actually the first step towards knowing your ovulation. So the first assignment for you is to actually know your monthly cycle. Your monthly cycle is the beginning of the menstruation to the beginning of the next menstruation. From that very first day that you start the menstruation to the next menstruation, that is actually what you would call your monthly cycle. The question now is, how many days do you have in between those 2 points? For example, let's say we are using May as our example. When counting your menstrual cycle, the first day of your period is day 1, and then the day before your next period is the last day of your menstrual cycle. Let's assume that you started your menstruation on this day, and your menstruation is 5 days. This is your menstruation. Then the next time you saw your menstruation again is on the 29th. From Wednesday, May 1st, 2024 to May 28th, 2024, that is what is known as your cycle. You have been able to confirm that you have 28 days. This is very important because you cannot know your ovulation until you are able to pinpoint this particular fact. Once you're able to deduct your monthly cycle, the next thing for you to do now is to see how regular it is. Regularity does not mean that it has to be 28 all through, like first month 28, second month 28, like that. No. Sometimes it can just be 28 this month, and next month it should be 29, and then the next month can just be 30, and then it goes back to 28. But you have to be able to know the time frame of your monthly cycle. This is very important because you have to know how regular your monthly cycle is for you to be able to track your ovulation. So now that you have been able to confirm that you have 28 days monthly cycle, because of course this 29 started another menstruation, so you started seeing another menstruation from 29, 30, 31 to June. The next question is going to be, so now that I know my monthly cycle, when does ovulation actually occur? Once you know your monthly cycle, ovulation date is actually kind of able to be deducted. So the next thing for you is to now track 2 weeks to the beginning of the next menstruation. This is the best time, absolute best time for you to be intimate with your partner if you are trying to get pregnant. From these 28 days, you count back 2 weeks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 days a week, of course. So 7 days make 1 week. So this is your week 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Week 2. This particular one here is your ovulation. Like I said earlier, ovulation is the release of an egg, and you have one opportunity, like every month, one opportunity. So now how do you track the release of your egg? For more chances of knowing when you are ovulating, you should consider paying attention to the signs your body is giving you. 2 signs that I am most confident of is firstly my basal body temperature, because it tends to go higher. Then secondly, change in cervical mucus. Cervical mucus is those vaginal secretions you see on your pants. There's always this noticeable increase just before ovulation, which is thick and stretchy and also very sticky. That stretchy and sticky part for me gives me the confidence that I need. The more you give attention to these signs, the more you are able to spot it, and even sometimes notice the drop of the egg, because you will feel a slight sharp pain around your lower abdomen, depending on the positioning. It could be left or right. Remember that even if sperms enter your body, like even if you are intimate with your partner and there is no egg there, there will be nothing to be fertilized. That means you're not getting pregnant. This is why you have to be very, very, very intentional about being pregnant. You have to really, really track the days that you are releasing this egg. And guess what? Even when the egg is released, it has just 12 to 24 hours to live. So you have like approximately 1 day, just 1 day for it to find a sperm and be fertilized. It is that important. Ovulation is that important. So now, if you have like 12 to 24 hours, then how do you get pregnant? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, sometimes 16th, sometimes 11th can also be a good time to be intimate with your partner. In all of this, your chances is from 12th mainly to 15th mainly. But the good news is sperm can stay up to 5 days in the female's body. This is why it is advisable to be intimate with your partner days before your ovulation. Take, for example, the day before your ovulation will be 11, 12, 13. So this is the days before your ovulation. You can actually be intimate with your partner on the day of your ovulation, which will be on the 14th, and a day after your ovulation, which is going to be on the 15th. Sometimes, not all the time, 16 can also play the part too. The female sperm actually stays longer in the body than the male sperm. So if you are targeting a particular gender to be conceived, you should likely take this information into consideration. For a male child to be conceived, it is really crucial to target the ovulation day itself for a higher chance. But if it's a female child that you're trying to conceive, you can be intimate with your partner 2 to 3 days before your ovulation. Now that you understand what ovulation is all about, you have to also understand that every time you see your menstrual cycle, it shouldn't be something that you should be like, oh my god, I just saw my menstruation, I don't think I can be pregnant again. No. Why, girl? Because every time you see your menstruation, it should be actually something like an encouragement to you that, oh, this is another opportunity for me to be pregnant. So actually, the opportunity for you to get pregnant starts from the beginning of that very first menstruation. So lovers, that's just basically how you know your ovulation. And now that you know how important your ovulation is and how to actually track your ovulation, girl, there's nothing, absolutely nothing stopping you from being pregnant. So I wish you all the best, and I pray that you get pregnant as fast as possible, because you are and you can get pregnant. So do not allow the devil lie to you, and do not allow anything stop you from thinking that you can be a mother. You can be a mother. All you have to know is just this important. So that'll be the end of this video. If you know you learned something new, of course, girl, give this video a like. This will also help other women out there to actually locate this video. So please give this video a thumbs up by liking, commenting, and sharing. If you have questions for me, just leave them down below this video, and I'll be able to answer every one of them as fast as possible. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. I love you guys. Bye.